to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's going to be a beauty today. I am by myself. I don't know how long I'm going to be by myself. Heath is in the shower. Just so you know. I'm trying to get my attitude right. Just so you know, I'm trying to get my attitude right. Hang in there with me, y'all. Just hang in there with me. Yes, my countdown timer is incorrect. I'm trying to fix it. We'll see if I can fix it. But we're starting at 11, like we always do. Just hang in there. Thank you. Thank you. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your bagel, grab your muffin. If you don't eat carbs, grab your smoothie. We know how you do this.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help got this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good do. Show me something, give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help got this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. We've been dancing all night long. Right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now. But I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late.
5 more minutes, guys.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good to you. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you a good guy. Make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help how. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long, right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now, but I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. Sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Sweet talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No
Can you touch your mic, please?
flowers, babe. I'm already on my way.
Check, check, check.
Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet
you grab my water,
concussion.
please?
Oh, you miss my touching. Good to you. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you a good
52
guy,
seconds.
make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help how. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long, right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now, but I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way.
What's going on? What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Conversations with Heath and Tracy. We are here live all the way. That was Lakeside.
I'm trying to get my attitude right, y'all. Help me. The music really helped me.
Yep.
The music really helped me.
It's on the way live.
I'm trying. I'm getting there, y'all.
It's
Help
on
me.
the
Good
way
morning.
live.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Heath and Tracy.
We meet here every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. EST to demystify your move to the DMV. And since Tracy and I are very transparent people, you can also
What's going on?
we had a little blink right there, little power surge.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, I think it was a little power surge right there, baby.
Ugh.
Yeah, we still showing live. I think so. I think so. It's all good.
It looks like it is.
It's all good. It's all good in
Give
the
us
hood.
a thumbs up if you can still see us.
My daughter used to have a T-shirt that had a depiction of Little Red Riding Hood on it, and it said "It's all good in the hood." I always thought that was a cute shirt.
Oh yeah, she did.
Yep.
So we meet here every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Heath
EST.
to demystify your relocation to the DMV. Heath.
I was a little late this morning, y'all. I was
So
behind.
ask
I was
us
behind.
anything.
I was behind
Ask us
schedule.
anything today.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. We're gonna do a whole Q&A thing.
Yeah.
We've got a lot for you in the show today, with the exception of something Heath usually does.
I'll still do it.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's all good.
We'll see how we feel. And if you're thinking about moving to the DMV, we want to help.
Yes. Today we're going to be answering your questions. We're going to be talking about Woodside Park in Silver Spring, and which state is the most diverse on the East Coast.
I wonder which state that is.
Huh. Pontification. What's the little emoji? Do the little thing
The
like
little
that.
thing like that.
You know, if you guys ever want to have a one-on-one private session with Heath and Tracy, you can just click the link down in the description below. We're glad to engage with you. Tracy and I have a lot of experience in marriage. We are also relationship coaches.
And Heath is a techie. I am too. But
Yep.
Heath will answer your questions
Yep.
about moving your career into the tech area, or if you're in the tech area, how to move within it.
Yeah.
We've been in tech for a little over 13 to 15 years,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, you want to get into big tech, you want to talk FANG.
And
I got you.
what about Design Your Life? Is that happening today?
Design Your Life will also happen. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, though.
We're going to be talking about how to bring your emotions down, right? Some emotional intelligence conversations today.
I need this one.
Yes.
I
We're gonna
need
get
this
it. We're
one.
gonna get into the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique to keep your emotions in check at work and in life. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Us today. Help us today. It's just one of those.
You know, when you're
days.
doing technological stuff, sometimes you run into technical challenges. It happens. It happens, baby.
Okay. So, and if this is your first time here,
My-
I'm Tracy.
Tracy and I are parents, podcasters, and joyfully married after 31 years. And we are also into big tech and rearing children and all about the DMV.
So, if you need help relocating, take a second and subscribe
Yeah, hit that subscribe
to
button.
this channel.
Hit the like button too while we at it.
Yeah, hit the like button.
Yeah.
Where's the like button?
And
There
if
it
you're new
is.
here, there's a like button. Hey, and if you're new here to the show, guys, definitely let us know in the comments. Type new you
Knew you.
down in the comment section so we can chop it up with you after the show. Watching and how we might be able to help further. So definitely do that.
Okay, I wonder why it looks like that.
Happy Saturday. Miss Collette says she found, which is completely dope. Joyfully Married After is the podcast for those of you that don't know.
And we're thinking about doing lives for that too, guys. So let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you think about that, Miss Collette. You're
Help
welcome.
us today,
Good
Lord. In there, I'm trying to figure it out. Good
to have you, Miss Collette.
Okay.
You're gonna hit the intro button.
The intro button's right there, Heath.
Boom.
It's not. We're back.
Welcome back. The Conversations with Heath and Tracy, where we meet here every at 11 a.m. So if you have a question about the DMV, if you have a question about North Carolina, if you have a question about Atlanta, you have a question about South Florida, you have a relationship question, you have some questions around getting into tech or moving around into tech, just drop it in the comments and Tracy and I will address them today. How about that? Yes. Absolutely. What's going on, my man? Hey, Nakia. Nakia said Arlington is so expensive. It is. You got to bring the bag if you're going to live in Arlington. That's just what it is, Nakia. She was there. You were here a couple weeks ago. Okay. Some other good cities in Virginia with reasonable prices.
Oh.
Yeah. Today, Nakia, I think that just at a high level, certainly what Tracy and I talk about a lot here on the show is that if you're moving here, if you're relocating here, you're going to bring a new job, a new business here, the money is here, right? And so a lot of times what you'll find is that it is commensurate to, the salaries are commensurate to you having, being able to live here. So we'll dive into that some more today. There's my man, Krupp 919. What's up, buddy? On the show. Hey, baby, it's all right. We having we just having a little some surges. It's cause we're so electrifying. That's what's happening.
Oh no! I just did something weird.
You changed
it's
the
doing
output?
something
You changed-
extra right now. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. No,
How's that?
Yeah, that's better. Mm-hmm.
Is that better, guys?
Yeah.
But it's not liking it the other way.
It's all good, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. You want to get into Woodside Park in Silver Spring?
Sure. Let's jump into it.
All right. Driving through the center of Woodside Park in Silver Spring, Maryland is like entering a large manicured greenway with a manicured landscape gardens and historic homes dotting the landscape. Each house in the neighborhood has a 40-foot setback and plots are either a full acre, a half acre, or divided into fourths, which leaves space for front and backyard landscaping throughout the park-like setting. Instead of forming a grid-like pattern, they curve along contours of the land with streams flowing between crests of hills, according to Robert O.
Park is in Silver Spring, just so you know. We're
love
talking
Silver
about Silver Spring, basically. So if you want that exact information about what we're talking about, go back and look at our Silver Spring video. But we're just going to talk about Woodside Park because when we talk to people so many times they say, oh, it's so expensive there. It's so expensive to live everywhere. Guys, you got to really, really dig deep into the pockets.
That's how you find the gold.
That's how you find the more affordable areas. So I think Woodside Park is one of those more affordable areas. If you look at the map on the screen, you can see it's inside the Beltway.
Yeah.
I was really surprised at the prices I saw here. It's a nice mixture. It's right off of Georgia Avenue. It's basically if you just keep going into Montgomery County, Georgia, but you're inside, and it's going to be behind everything. So you'll have all these condos and retail and everything
It's like
on
tucked
Georgia, and it's tucked away. It's only about 500 homes back there.
This is a Heath and Tracy gem right here, right? So back to kind of Nakia's question earlier. I mean, you have these kind of tucked away pockets all over the metro area, right?
Yeah.
So whether it's Northern Virginia, whether it's Maryland, whether it's even some sections of D.C., right? You can find some things that you will really enjoy that are also palatable to the pocket.
So what you're looking at here are some homes that I found this morning for sale. A $600,000 home inside the Beltway
Wow.
is crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy right there.
It's a 3-3.
It's a 3-3.
Look at
Okay,
that.
and it's a nice size. It's 2,300 square feet.
Okay.
You've got a little condo over here. It looks like no, that's a home for 525. That's another one.
That's a 3-2.
Let's
Nice.
see what else we found. I found a little condo, a 2-1 for $295 inside the Beltway, guys.
Wow.
You found a beautiful home here
Okay, look at that.
on Dale Drive for $850.
Love it. Love it.
Okay, and we've got that's the same picture. Hang on.
Picturesque. Like.
There's another home for $690.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find another
$690.
You've got $1,535 for a 2-1.
Oh.
It's almost 1,000 square feet, guys.
That's big.
For a home, $3,800 a month.
That's a 4-4.
2,800 square feet, a
Nice.
4-4.
Nice.
It's almost a quarter of an acre. Okay, you've got a bigger home here, a 6-4.
Okay, more
for
of executive.
$5,500, more of an
Executive
executive rental.
It's
And-
not- I like it.
Really, really take the time
Yeah.
to
Got to dig into it.
dig into it.
Yeah.
Here's some more. These are just your regular apartments. They're all under that median average we told you about. And that's probably for a studio, the prices that you see on here. But sure what's going on here.
It's fine, baby.
No, it's not. It's driving me bananas.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. And let me go back to the main. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute.
Nice.
So the thing you want to remember about this area is that it's just a 15-minute walk to downtown Silver Spring.
That's dope.
So you get into downtown Silver Spring and you've got, the metro station and everything. You got dozens of stores and shops nearby. It's a pretty old neighborhood, so some of the homes you see there are going to be from the 1920s. But I'm sure they've been updated a few times.
Yeah, the roaring 20s was dope.
There's going to be mostly Cape Cods, Tudors, brick colonials.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this area. They
Yeah.
mixed it up.
The architecture
They
is
mixed
mixed.
it up
Yeah, it is.
when they started the whole, building the houses. They don't all look the same, which is really cool.
Yeah, I like
There are
that.
about 500 homes there, right? And it runs from Georgia Avenue to Spring Street,
Okay.
Colesville Road, and then Dale Drive. So just think about that little plot when you think about it. And I think the zip code is 20910.
Yeah. Not Spring Street in Atlanta.
No.
We're talking Silver Spring, Maryland.
No, not. What is going on?
It's cool, baby.
No, it's not.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Okay.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
I need
just
to put
keep
this here so I
swimming,
know if we're
swimming,
still
swimming.
on or
Just
not,
keep
because I
swimming,
think
just keep swimming.
we've got a little too much power going or something.
Power,
So
boom,
sorry
boom,
if you
power,
are
boom,
checking up on that,
boom,
but
power.
we're still here. Okay. Let's see now. As far as the cost of living, the economy, the crime, the demographics, the commute is really good because, like I said, you're political leanings that are more liberal.
Yeah, it's gonna lean left. It's gonna lean left. You're inside the
Oh
beltway.
my God, this is driving me crazy.
You're inside the beltway. It's gonna lean left. Got it. We got it.
So no, it's just
Keep
keep
going.
you keep going.
I'm gonna show the people my flowers since I spent too much time doing my flowers this morning and didn't spend enough time on my other section.
He thought it was Sunday morning, y'all.
I was out there picking flowers and cutting flowers and doing my arrangements.
Right.
All right, let me show y'all the flower game.
Do we need music?
If we have some, if not, it's all good.
Yeah, we got some.
Flower game.
They-
You're not? Why? Because I didn't change it up enough. You know what?
I'm mad at the flowers this morning, y'all.
You know what I love about the flowers today? We got some pops of yellow in there, and then I brought the fern game. Right, I got the wild ferns out there in the yard. I don't know if they're wild or not, but we got some color pops. We got some fragrant.
Like I said, I'm mad
We
at the
got
flowers this
red
morning.
roses. We got pink roses. We got the lavender game. Look, very, very
Give he some love on the
Give me
flowers,
some-
y'all.
hey,
Give
this
him
is
some love. He's not getting it from me this morning.
hand cut brought to the audience, brought to Queen Tracy.
No,
Flower
they not
Gang.
for me. See what's going on here. I don't know. I apologize for the stuff this morning, guys. It is rough.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So we might have to hurry this up.
Okay.
I think I know what it is.
Okay. Okay.
So I need to get rid of that.
Okay. You want me to turn the lights off behind us?
No. That's not what it is. I
Okay.
know what it is, and
Okay.
I can't get rid of it right now.
All right.
But
all
I
right.
will be getting rid of it.
All good. It's all good.
All right. So we had a question about what are some good cities in Virginia. So some good cities in Virginia are going to be anything in Fairfax County. So Fairfax is going to be Falls Church. You've got parts of Alexandria. I say are probably more reasonable than if you go further out. It's really weird. Tyson's and McLean are not going to be as affordable. So look in Alexandria, look in Falls Church, look in Springfield. What's another one over there?
You can probably find some things in Tyson's area that might work.
I think Tyson's is mostly condo.
Yeah.
And so when you get into the condo, you're getting into all the new stuff. And with the new stuff, it's just more expensive.
Yeah, but
It's
I think
just more
the
expensive.
kid was trying to juxtaposition that against Arlington, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so lots of areas in Northern Virginia to check out. It really depends on kind of like where you need to be in the kid. If you're traveling, if you need to commute into town, right? And so, Springfield and some of the other areas that Tracy was alluding to could be really good viable options for you. But yeah, so check it out, do some digging. It's like anything else, right? It's if you put the work in, you're gonna get some really good results.
Let's see. Good morning, Tamara. Hello. Good morning. New you. Hey.
Just working through our technical difficulties this morning. Still bringing you the show, so we hope you appreciate it. Thank you so much for being with us. You watch our Tamara says she watches our YouTube videos all the time.
Oh.
First time catching our live show. Well, thank you, Tam.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Good to have you.
Good morning, Piak. We are in. Yeah. Nova is what they call it.
Yep, we in Nova.
Nova, and we are in Arlington.
We are.
Arlington County. Arlington does not have a city in it. It's just considered Arlington County, and then they're like little neighborhoods throughout Arlington. So that's where we are, and we're here because it's closest to where Heath is probably gonna have to go into work one day.
He was commenting on my. I appreciate you, P Mac. He was they were commenting on my flowers. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Appreciate
Just so
you.
y'all know, he was in the shower during our countdown.
I was a little behind today.
Just
a little. We all have these days when we a little off,
Yeah.
So we're gonna get it together though.
You are most welcome.
Absolutely,
Nakia.
Nakia.
You are most welcome. Good morning, Adam.
It's my man. Off the page. We appreciate you, Adam. Good to see you. Welcome back to the OGs, the Heath and Tracy live OGs. We appreciate y'all.
Okay, so the other thing we want to talk to you guys about is just to give you an idea of what they got going on around here. Redevelopment of West Falls Church Metro.
Okay.
Remember we mentioned Falls Church? Station is including housing, offices, and apartments.
Oh, watch out. We got the mixed use.
So sorry. The thing about this is you have got Metro, the actual, train people doing an investment in cities now. So they are going to be here, let me get to the word. So Maryland, no, that's not it. So they are getting with a development company.
So Metro is doing some co-development with a development company.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
and what they're doing is they are developing. They're basically developing their clientele by saying, "Hey, you're going to live and work here, and you're going to ride the metro because it's right here."
Right.
So it's a really, really smart move.
That is smart. That is smart.
It is. It is smart. Hopefully it's affordable. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, West Falls Church, it's going to be great, and that's one of the places that's a little closer in, guys. That is going to add value.
Right.
So look out for things like this, and just keep your eye on DC if you're looking to move here, because developments like this are going to be a lower cost than what they're doing in others. They're tearing down regular houses and building these $2 million houses, and this is just not going to happen in this particular instance.
Right.
Now they'll probably be a little bit more, but if you're right there on the line, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yep.
So stuff like this is going on.
So that's another pro tip right there for you, Nakia. Check that out.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about today, and I say I want to talk about today because I didn't get much input in the show today. I'm so sorry. Is the big thing is the census data shows Maryland is now the East Coast's most diverse state, while DC is of the lighter persuasion.
Wow, look at that.
And as you guys know,
Well, DC is not a state either, though.
Okay, we don't say that. People that live here don't say that.
No, I know. I was just saying. It was just a point, just a data point.
No, but we don't say that here in DC. That's another thing you have to learn.
What?
Is that if you live in the DMV, we don't say that DC is not a state.
Okay.
We don't say that.
Okay.
We say, we pretend like it's a state.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's an entity. It definitely is. It has its own vibe and its own stuff.
Yeah. So Maryland is one of two states in the country to flip from majority lighter persuasion to majority non-lighter persuasion.
Okay.
Over the last decade.
Yep.
So the census just came out, and so if you didn't get your census in, you didn't get counted. So lost Black residents. Now it's a combination of the exodus and people not getting the census. I couldn't believe it. They came in North Carolina, and then we moved here. So I just assumed I didn't need to do it again. But they caught up with us.
What's the deal? How many people y'all got?
Okay, let me try one thing with this camera. Let me try.
This is in 2020, so I think that's legit, right? We moved in the whole panorama,
right,
to Arlington, Virginia,
right,
and that was in 2020. So we were supposed to be counted twice.
Yeah,
if you think about it in that regard. Yeah.
Let's see. NDI output. No, I don't have NDI.
I see somebody over here saying they're moving to the DMV.
What?
Ooh, man, right here.
This is gonna be fun.
DMV is dope. I was in New York last week. Was it last week I was in New York? Look, y'all took the train to New York last week. It was like an eye-opening experience, right? I'm in DC. I went to the train station like 5:00 in the morning. Got on the train at Union Station in DC, and less than 3 hours later, I was in New York City. Like, I was on the train. I had space. I had space in the seats. I was on the what do they call the Acela, and so like it goes a little faster than the regular Amtrak trains. And we stopped, I think, in Baltimore, in Philly, picked up a few people. I think we may have stopped in Delaware. Maybe that was on the way back. And the next thing I know, I was in New York. It was crazy. And so it just really reminded me of how interconnected these areas are and how close they are, how accessible they are, right? And so what I loved about my train experience was that I had more space. I didn't have to go through TSA. I didn't have all of that drama between the time I was getting in the going in the terminal into the train and then to my destination. There was a Wi-Fi on the train, right? So if I wanted to get a little work done, check some email, do some additional things there, and the next thing I was in New York, so I could do my business there, and it was really cool, right? And so it was just a great reminder that this whole kind of Northeast corridor between Boston, New York, DC, Philly, Baltimore is really all becoming like in Jersey, really all becoming like kind of one area for talent and a talent pool, and how these things are interconnected and how these companies are going back and forth, right? Because you have to make sure that you're in DC from a lobbyist perspective, being close to government, right? World affairs. You said who's a lobbyist? You mean that we know? But yeah, so I think that, and then of course, then you have the financial centers with New York, and the things that are happening in Jersey, Boston, Philly, Baltimore. Really cool. So just a great reminder of how accessible all of those areas are when you live in DC or one of those other areas.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I do want to get back to the census though. So with the census, so the change in population, as you can see, if it's yellow or goldish that you see on the screen, it went down. Mm-hmm. It stayed the same or it went down. As you can see, everybody moved toward DC. Mm-hmm. So you've got Virginia, you got Maryland, you got DC. So you can see dark where it's darkest. That's where it went up the most. So they have Howard County, which is outside of Baltimore. You've got Fairfax County in Virginia, mm-hmm. and you've got, if you can see, south outside of Richmond too. Mm-hmm. So we talked about that a little bit. I'm surprised at the Eastern Shore of Maryland, mm-hmm. how many more people moved out that way. Mm-hmm. The other thing is the change in population by race. So as you can see, DC is pinker. As you can see, that's showing white. Mm-hmm. Black, it's still 41%, but a lot of the people in DC or the leaders in DC seem to believe that it's because they were undercounted. Not so much that they don't live there, mm-hmm. but more so it was an undercount.
I can see that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can see the Asian and the Hispanic population growing also. And just the total population of DC has grown.
It has,
over the past 10 years. That is definitely evident.
Yep.
When you move to Howard County, we're just using Maryland. That as an example in Maryland, mm-hmm. you see the shift of the lighter persuasion, and then the increase in the other
mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see the trends races. There in the data.
Yeah, mm-hmm. and as you notice, that population also increased, okay? Mm-hmm. So when you talk about moving to this area and what it feels like and why we like it so much mm-hmm. is because of the diversity. Yeah. It's not just us. It's not just Latinos.
Right.
It's not just Asians. It's it's
diverse.
At the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay.
But a lot of the stuff for this type of work is on back order, mm-hmm, so mm-hmm. bear with us.
Yeah.
And then when you talk about Fairfax County, you can see the same thing. Mm-hmm. You see the decrease in the lighter populations, and then you see overall increases. And then the black population looks like it's just increased a little bit, but you can see the Hispanic and the Asian population boomed in this area in Fairfax mm-hmm. County. Mm-hmm. So that's where you can just take a look at things and see. Now, this is one thing I do want to point out is the only jurisdiction in the area where the white share of the population increased over the last decade was the district.
Yep.
Was the district.
Absolutely.
I didn't put anything in there.
It's all good. Good vibes. It's good vibes, right? It just so the moral of the story is that you can see some of these trends in the data, and at the end of the day, DC is a very dope, very diverse area, very culturally rich, both in human resources and museums and historical information, and so we love it.
Nikia says, my fiance rents a 1-bedroom apartment in Georgetown for $3,800. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're in a really, really good place. Got
the Potomac River at his footsteps. He's got premium shopping in Footsteps, premium dining in Footsteps, and he's in the district proper, right?
Literally all of the services.
So if you work in DC and he likes being close to the water or the historical features of Georgetown, the cobblestone streets and the university and what have you, I mean it's all about choices, right?
Oh, beauty,
Man.
beauty.
Just so precious. That's what's up, Logan. We look forward to bumping up.
88.
What's up, Bucket? What up? What up?
Good morning, Reality Doll. Oh, happy birthday. And thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Doll.
Happy birthday. Mwah. Mwah. Let's see if
Reality
I got a
Doll.
party noise maker. Woo! Yay!
Happy birthday, Reality Doll.
All right.
Welcome back. Always good to have you, Reality Doll. Yes, yes, yes.
So we don't have any more questions, guys? No more questions? Come on. I know y'all got some more questions. So yeah, so what I was saying about District of Columbus is we knew the district was at risk of an undercount, and that's regardless of what happened in the world with a global pandemic. We have a lot of concern that our most vulnerable residents were not counted. So just keep that in mind. Black population saw significant gains in Maryland. So some of the counties that you want to look at are maybe Anne Arundel, Montgomery, like we showed you, Howard, Charles counties, and black residents now make up the largest racial group in Charles County. And then in Northern Virginia, counties such as Prince William and Fairfax also saw a notable black growth.
Yeah.
PG County, let's talk about PG County for a second.
Talk about it.
PG County, long known as a black stronghold and one of the most affluent black communities in the nation. The Hispanic population grew
from
from 14.9% in 2010 to 21%.
I believe that.
So the gains helped drive the growth in that county over the past decade.
Yeah.
The black population still grew to 12%.
Yeah.
So black people still make up the largest population in the county with almost 60%.
Yeah.
But it's a decline.
Yeah.
From 63% a decade ago.
Yeah.
So Maryland joins 5 other states: California,
Okay.
Hawaii,
What about E?
Texas, Nevada, and New Mexico.
Okay.
The district and Puerto Rico. See how we added the district in there, guys? And we also added who? And having people of color that comprise the majority of the population, right?
That's dope.
So let's see. We got another question here. Yeah, Georgetown is not diverse.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and we get that kind of question frequently, Reality Doll. And when you are in DC, when you're moving around in DC, you go into a restaurant, you're doing some shopping, you see everybody. Yeah. Right. So now, so when we're answering the question, we're just answering it from the perspective of who lives there. Right. But when you're in Georgetown, when you're in anywhere in the, you never completely diverse everywhere you go. So just keep that in mind. But yes, Georgetown is primarily the light expression.
The people that live in Georgetown. Yes. Let's see. Good morning. Wards in DC. So if you guys don't know, wards are like saying
just how they break the areas.
Yeah, how
up
they
from
break precincts.
Yeah, from a voting
but in
perspective.
DC it's different wards.
Yeah.
4 wards are majority and 4 wards. 4 wards are majority black and 4 wards are majority white.
Yep.
And that's about right. So it's about half and half. So like I said, I really think it's an undercount. It is more like 50-50.
Yeah.
And it just, during the pandemic, it was really, really hard getting people to fill out their it's unfortunate though, because that's the numbers they're going to look at for the next 10 years.
Chocolate City definitely is a swirl.
Yeah, it's definitely a swirl now.
Yeah,
and
no
Logan asked, what's the nightlife like in DC? Woo, whatever you want it to be.
You pick you need the speakeasies. We got that. You need the restaurant life. We got that. You need the clubs. They got that.
So the main
You need the go.
So what I noticed about DC is they took a lot of the clubs and they made them more upscale, and they added restaurants, they added rooftops, they added outdoor activities. They changed the whole feel of it, and DC's club scene went upscale during the pandemic, and I think because they understood they needed that flow a little bit better. There's one guy that owns a lot of the clubs in DC, and his thing is he's got like a formula, and it stays crowded. Not really many cover charges, more of you get inside, you're drinking, you're paying a lot for the drinks, and you're it's not really a dance scene here anymore. I think it's more of just a vibe, chill out, relax, lounge kind of vibe. We don't do clubs, so I have to ask somebody who does that lives in my house. But
we got a couple of those.
Yeah, the club scene has really changed here. The other thing is really cool in DC are these things called speakeasies, and and then a lot of things are like underground. I'm not sure why, but you'll drive down a street with nothing on it but a line of people, and you'll be like, what are they waiting for? Because you won't be able to see the club.
They're trying to get into the spot.
They're kind of like tucked away. They're in basements, but they're upscale. Like our thing is speakeasies. We really love the speakeasies. It's a vibe. They don't have a sign outside of them, but you just kind of have to know where they are. A lot of the restaurants have them in the basement, but they don't tell you and they don't advertise it, not even to the patrons. You just kind of have to know it's down there. And you do that because you go often,
right? And
then it's down there because we've been to restaurants and we knew the speakeasy was downstairs. But clearly not a lot of people.
You also get that data from like IG and some different places too.
I find a lot of them on TikTok. There's a few people you can follow on TikTok, and they show you where they all are. But
there you go. Pro tips from Heath and Trace.
Pro tips, yeah. So if you follow DMVer and stuff like that on TikTok, you'll find a lot of those places too. So the nightlife here is strong.
There you go.
It is strong. Let's see. Is Brandywine a good area to live? It seems so rural. It is not rural.
No.
It's just not rural. It seems rural because it used to be.
Right.
But it's not rural. It's closer in.
That's
why it's
not rural.
Is it inside? I think it is inside.
It's close with it. If it's inside or outside, it is, close to the kind of the downtown areas.
Right.
It's very accessible.
Very accessible. No, it is not rural. To get rural here, you have to go. I don't even know how far you have to go to get.
Yeah,
like Bowie. Bowie to me is.
I think rural. Like go like way out to Western Maryland or way out western part of Virginia, right? Like toward West Virginia, toward Blacksburg. Even going out to where we're going for the family reunion, right?
Yeah,
is not rural anymore.
And it's not the family reunion. It's not. It's family reunion. It's Sheila Johnson, one of the black billionaires in our country who lives in our neighborhood, is her hotel out in Middleburg, Virginia. She's got a 5-star resort out there, is hosting the inaugural family reunion sponsored by Food and Wine magazine.
Yes.
And that's rural. But even downtown Middleburg, and it's rural because you got a bunch of wineries out there and everything. But we're going to bring you back some film from that next
But it's still
week.
a vibe.
It's still a vibe. Let's see. So, what you got, Adam? Do you think the Anacostia and Congress Heights will continue to improve the area in such a positive way? So much potential there. Oh my gosh. So I did read an article this week and I cannot find it because I was going to share it with you guys, but I'll try to find it and share it next week. But they are getting ready to redo that entire area. It's it's already in the books. It's been planned for years, but they're finally getting ready to break the ground with that and a lot of things. It is changing. If you are into investing and you want to invest in the DMV, that area is going to be one of those places to invest. It's not cheap as far as investment and what you think, but it is cheaper than the rest of DC. And it's still blight somewhat, but to me, it's improved a little bit because they're doing it in phases. They're not so much pushing the people out now. A lot of people have moved over there that moved from from the other side of the river. So that side of the river is changing. They have hospitals planned for over there. They have office buildings planned for over there. They have new homes planned for over there. It's just a lot. So yes, it can go nowhere but up, and that's where it's going. So if you are interested in investing, the southeast area, which is going to be east of the river, is going to be dramatically changed over the next 10 years.
Agree.
Okay. Hey, reality doll. It says, are the taxes better in Virginia than Maryland?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. So that's one of the reasons we kind of gravitated toward Virginia. We wanted a little bit more relief there. The reason, I don't know. I think because it's a smaller state, you have to think about how small Virginia is and how many people live there. A lot of people live there, so their taxes are higher across the board. You're going to get more house. You're going to get more land.
In terms of Maryland.
Yeah, so it balances out. To me, Northern Virginia is denser than pretty much all of Maryland. You can go anywhere in Maryland. It just feels really suburban. Once you get outside of the Beltway, it feels very normal, very suburbanish. But your taxes are slightly higher. Your payroll taxes are higher. Your real estate taxes are higher. Things like that are higher. So the answer to your question is yes. Maryland taxes are higher than Virginia, but people look at Maryland as being
more affordable,
as far as housing and things like that.
Yep. Yeah, and if you look at the map, just kind of to the east side of the DMV is going to be less expensive than the western and western side.
Is it?
Yeah, general rule of thumb.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that is true. That is true. So even in D.C., same thing. West side is more expensive. Even in Maryland, if you look at Maryland, the west side is more expensive than the east side. For people that don't have family or friends there, is it challenging to create new friendships or relationships there? No, it isn't. There's so many people that live here that didn't bring family here, don't have family here because the jobs and the opportunities are so robust. You've got a lot of people that live here that are seeking other people to be friends with and everything. I did see a TikTok. I'm a TikTok person. I'm not on TikTok like that, but I did see another TikTok where a guy, he does DMV stuff, and he actually sent out a invite to everybody that watches him on TikTok to meet at a party.
Okay.
I mean, to meet at a park.
Okay.
And I think 100 people showed up.
Yep.
Which is crazy. So people here are really willing to connect. Like we said before, go on Eventbrite. You'll see a lot of things that are inviting people to really come. There's one guy out in Maryland. I don't know if you read this.
Okay.
But there's one guy out in Maryland that he lives on acreage. I believe he lives in Fort Washington.
Okay.
And let me go down here. Woo!
Appreciate you, Ron. Appreciate you supporting the show. You know, my man Ron Hitson in the building. Always rocking the brim.
We're going to go ahead and jump into that question, Ron. I'll get back to your question. Reality Doll. It says, from Ron Hitson, I know this is off topic, but can you share your experience of owning a coffee bar? Oh.
Okay. I'll start this. You want me to use your mic, baby?
No, go ahead. I won't say much. It was a long time ago.
Yes, it was a while back. Yeah, and so it was a great experience. We learned a lot. I like to tell people that we have a real world MBA, right?
No, it's a PhD. All right.
Let's see. Let's try. Let me try. Yeah. So just.
Yeah. So is something
It's
wrong?
too much. It's too much, baby.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's too much. I don't know. But every time I start talking,
Just
it's
pull
weird.
back. Just pull back a little bit.
Okay. But yeah, it was a great experience. We learned a lot. We were engaged in the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce. Got to know a lot of people down there, Fayette County, Peachtree City, Fayetteville, right? So we lived down there a long time. Got to know a lot of people who were part of the business community and the local community there. Lots of learnings, lots of research. I think I always remember the story about when we were talking with the owners of the building where we were looking to rent the space from. He said, Heath, somebody came to me last week with the same concept, and their business plan was 1 page, and you and Tracy's plan is 28 pages. I think I'm going to go with you guys.
So to tell you the story about that little, and this is a quick tip if you're looking at starting a business and getting money to start a business, take time to build your business plan. I actually took this is before online courses. I took a course at a university, Clark Atlanta University to be exact. It was a nighttime course that I took and actually built the entire business plan over, was it semester, Heath?
Yeah.
It was basically over a semester that we executed. And if I had not done that, I don't think it would have been as good of an experience or as the experience that we had. So we opened our coffee bar in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fayetteville, Georgia. I'm sorry. Like I said, it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And we had just bought our first home there. And we were able to get investment from some of Heath's inheritance. So what we did was we opened a coffee bar in a plaza. There were no coffee bars. We did the research in all of Fayette County. We were the first coffee bar in Fayette County.
In the history.
The history
of Fayette County, Georgia.
So we were the first.
1995.
Was it 95? Yeah. So we had just bought our first home there, and we opened a coffee bar at the same time. And the thing that really tricked us is we were both working at the time. We had hired full staff, supervisors, whole 9 yards. And when our jobs found out, y'all ready for this? When our jobs found out that we had opened a coffee bar, they fired us.
Well, they weren't.
No, we were fired. I don't even know another way to put it. I worked at Clark Atlanta University, and the dean that I worked for, I never spoke to her. I spoke to her maybe twice. I did presentations for the whole time I worked there. She called me to her office. I heard you have. Well, why don't you go work on that then? That's what I was told. So be aware of this type. This mentality is still out here. Mm-hmm. Heath was a manager at a hotel, and they said, "We hear you have." When we opened our coffee bar, we were fired. So they don't want you to do both. People don't want you. It's changing. Yeah. And I would have to say, if you work in tech, that's not the attitude.
Right.
If you work other places, though, that's the attitude. So keep that in mind when you're turning up your side hustles and everything. So on the coffee bar, and we did really well until the Walmart in our shopping center closed.
That was our anchor tenant.
That was our anchor tenant, and they built this huge, what do you call them things? Outdoor malls, strip super. It was a super strip plaza down the street from us, and all the businesses moved there. Yeah. All the traffic moved there, and it's Starbucks open, and it sunk our business. So we evolved over the next couple of years into more of a speakeasy kind of vibe. It was like I would walk in the store at 8:00 at night and have to step over kids sitting on the floor listening to music. But it was a great experience. I will never, ever, 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 ever do it again.
Yeah. Completely agree.
Never do it again.
So that's our
story. Thank you for asking. So we cashed out of it. We sold it off little by little, got rid of the debt, any debt that was associated with it. So we came out clean. But I will say, if you're ever in a business like that and it gets to a point where it starts the downward spiral, get out immediately. Don't wait. Don't try to revive it. Just get out.
Yep.
Which is what we should have done.
And that's when we went into sales.
Yep, that's when we started doing sales.
Real estate.
We went into real estate sales after that. Okay, so yeah, back to reality. All's questions about friends and challenging. No, you won't have that issue here. Lots of brunches, lots of times you can meet up with people that have like-minded ideas just around brunch, just meetings, just things like that. So lots of that here. Good morning, Nicole. It says, can you talk about the car tax? So the car tax here was minimal for us. Like I said, when we lived in North Carolina, it was a lot. It was a lot when we lived in North Carolina. And
North Carolina get their money.
North Carolina is getting their money. Let me tell you. They get the revenue from your car taxes, from your tickets, from you not having your tags, from you not having your insurance. We'll have to share an experience with y'all. We have been in North Carolina for about a month, and we rolled into Raleigh and got pulled over. And we were like, what's going on? She went to the back of the car, took the tag off the car. We were like, this is different. And she said, when you first moved here, you had a 10-day lapse in insurance. And I think I did because I was trying to figure it out or something. I didn't think it was that big deal. I thought I would like pay a fine or something like that.
I think it was like a month.
Was it a month?
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, we had a lapse in insurance that we were trying to work some things out. Right. Moving, when you move to a new state. This is why before you move to the new state, find out. This we found out the hard way. So when this happened.
Yeah, that's true.
And she said, yeah, whenever your insurance lapsed. And I was like, but it's not lapsed now. She said, yeah, but you need to pay the fine from when it lapsed. So we had to drive back home with no tag, y'all.
Yep.
Figure it all out. And then go pick up our tag because it was in prison.
With the DMV.
It was in prison. We literally, it felt like a prison when I walked in there. If you've ever had to bond somebody out or anything, that's what it felt like. Because our tag was in prison.
It was very strange.
It was very strange. And it was because when we moved there, we had a little lapse and we were on a list somewhere.
Yep.
So another state, and if you move from another state in Virginia and you don't change your tags, they just send you a little bill. Here, pay this. And I think it's because they have a lot of transient people that move here. You got State Department people. You've got military people. You got a lot of people that are transient that move a lot. So I think they've just kind of gotten used to it. They're like, we ain't got time to keep up with that. Just send them a bill. So we moved here, and they don't care if it's a pandemic, and they're closed because they sent me one real quick. So we had moved here with our 2 cars and did not get an opportunity to flip over the tag. So because they were closed. So we drove around with our old state tags for a minute. Well, they promptly sent me a bill.
But the diplomats don't have the issue.
No, they can do whatever they want. So be aware of the car taxes. They're not expensive. Not in my case. We don't have new cars though. We don't believe in new cars. So just because we like our cars paid for. So just be aware of the tax and pay it. Look up all of the ramifications around, driving with an out-of-state tag. But they don't play in Virginia or Maryland. They will send you a bill.
Yep.
They don't pull you over and take your tag, but they'll send you a bill. They pull you over and take your tag in North Carolina. And reality, would you suggest getting a job before making the next? Yes.
Yes. Unless you have a pile of cash.
Yeah, if you have 6 months, 3 to 6 months, to pay your rent. If you pay your rent, 3 to 6 months ahead of time, have a little spending money and everything, I'd say you'd be fine. Because you could definitely find a job here within 30 to 60 days. But to make it easier to get an apartment, to get a house, you're going to need that job. They're not going to give it to you without that income here. That is one thing they're a stickler for. They have certain, what do you call it? Stipulations.
Right.
Okay, got a super chat from Charmaine. What's up, Charmaine?
Hey, woo.
Thank
Let me
you.
do my super chat dance. Is what I said.
Hey, girl. What's up, girl? Now, Charmaine, how are you doing? Just want to say hello. You don't have a question for Heath and Tracy? Come on, girl. I know you got a question.
Charmaine, like, I don't ask all the questions.
Charmaine is a chef, y'all. Charmaine is a vegan chef. So if you have any questions about that, get with Charmaine.
Charmaine about to make her way to the DMV.
Yes, she is
Shout
on
out,
her
Charmaine.
way. She is
Appreciate you.
on her way.
Shout out. Charmaine.
Okay, let's see. Yeah. Typical corporate America don't want you to have a life outside of them. No, they don't. You are most welcome, Ron. Thank you.
Ron Hitson.
Okay, that's what we thought it was. Extortion gang going down in the NC. You are so
Look,
right.
They don't miss none of their bag in North
They
Carolina.
will be getting the bag.
They know how to get it.
They know how to get the bag, and they are efficient about
Yes.
it. So if you move to North Carolina, have your coinage correct.
Trust.
You are most welcome.
Yeah, absolutely, anytime.
Charmaine says she's working on it. Come on, girl. So there is another thing I did want to bring up, y'all.
Okay,
Living
talk
in the
about
DMV, it began last month, and it's going to continue through the late fall. We have oak mics.
Oh, the oak mites.
Oak.
The oak mites.
OAK mites. MITES. They are among us. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Oh man, you go out in the yard. Tracy's like, it's dust. Don't go out there. You see? Can they see it?
No, I can show them.
I got mine right here. Yeah, see?
I got one here.
You got one.
Let's see if I can see. There it is.
There it is. The oak mites is biting out here, y'all.
So
Where the oak mites come from, Tracy?
they say they're feeding on the cicada larva.
Okay, so this is some cicada residual situation.
And the funny thing about it is you don't feel it when they bite.
That's true.
Now, I went to lunch with a friend this week, and we were sitting outside because we're not eating inside.
Yep.
And I felt something. I looked down, and I saw him, and I flicked him off. He was a little black bug. Tiny, teeny, tiny. Almost looks like a flea.
Like a mite.
Oh, and you don't really feel anything right away.
Yeah.
You feel it about 8 hours later.
Like, did something bite me?
You feel like you're being bit, like 8 hours later.
What is going on right now?
And so you scratch. And it's like an article in the paper. People have it. People are filling up the emergency rooms. People are going to the urgent care.
What is something biting me?
People taking their kids. Kids can't sleep at night
Do I have
because
bed bugs?
you can't go outside now. You literally can't go outside.
Do I have bed bugs?
Yeah, people think they got bed bugs because they wake up with all these bites on them, and they think it's in the bed, but no, it was from when you were outside earlier today, and they're just showing up while you're asleep.
Oh my gosh.
It's the strangest thing, and it's in the entire area, and they said they'll be gone in fall, and it's from the cicadas being here.
You said that next door was a buzz with the people.
So
talking
I
about
love Nextdoor. Like I said, get on Nextdoor because I had these bites, and I was like, "What is this?" And I went on Nextdoor, and everybody else had them too. So they finally told us. At first, they were like, "We don't." The doctors were like, "We don't know what this is," but then they did. So what I did, I have these huge windows over our bathtub because I was like, "I'm catching these suckers," and so I have these huge windows over my bathtub. So I filled up the tub with a little bit of water to catch them.
like an inch of water.
So every day I go in there and I look in the tub and they be in there dead. And I'm like, yes. I got to stop them from coming in the house some way. I don't, because I mean, I guess they can come in my other windows.
So they crawling through the windows and then they crawl down into the bathtub?
They're teeny, tiny. They can crawl wherever they want to crawl. But you can't see them. I think they look like fleas almost.
So strange.
Ooh. Of the oak mites.
The oak mites. But they're going away when?
The end of fall. I guess when it gets cold.
They're going away when the cold gets here.
If it gets cold.
When the weather changes.
If the weather changes, can we talk about the heat in the DMV?
It's been hot all over the country.
I was outside, I had lunch outside the other day, and when I was eating outside, I said, I'm not doing this again till fall. It was that bad. It was hot. It was extremely hot. Super chat! Hey, Adam!
Adam Shelton. rocking. We appreciate you, Adam Shelton. Shout out to the people down in BCC land.
Yes, this is super. From Adam, any new development on Howard University campus? Oh my gosh, so much.
HBCU love, Adam.
So Howard got an influx of money during the whole Black Lives Matter thing. People were like, oh, let's give all the money to Howard. Okay, y'all, that's good. You know, it's all alma mater. We're happy. But don't forget about the other HBCUs out there.
Right.
Okay, so yes, and yes. So the first thing, Howard University is getting a brand new hospital.
Yep.
And as you know, Howard is a teaching hospital.
It is.
So it is amazing. But let me tell you how we got this hospital, y'all.
Okay.
They gave the other school that's majority a hospital in Southeast DC.
Yeah.
And Howard raised a red flag. They were like, those are people. Those people come all the way across the bridge to come to Howard University so that our doctors can learn.
Right.
What are you doing? You're basically taking away the basis of our doctors learning.
Right.
We ain't got enough black doctors as it is. Right?
Yep.
What's that? Oh.
No, just somebody text me.
And let me see if I can pull this up. No, I'm not going to do it.
It's all
'cause
good,
we're
man.
having little issues
You
today.
good,
It for guys that want to PayPal us, you can do PayPal. I usually can pull this up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Overlays. Let's see where it is. Here it is. There it is. So that's our PayPal. Some people asked about PayPaling us instead of super chatting. So I set up PayPal.
Nice.
But yes, Howard University has a new hospital coming. It also has a new research center coming. There's a building that Howard has owned for years that has been in dispute for over 20 years that was finally settled this year. And that is coming.
Yep.
And it's going to be grocery store, student center kind of places, student offices, and not condos, but apartments and things like that. It's kind of a courtyard and everything for people to hang out right on campus. Next to that is going to be a multi-million-dollar research center for basically to study why black people are treated differently in the medical industry.
Yep.
And it's getting rid of, the only thing about that one that's bad is getting rid of the tailgate parking lot.
The tailgate is going away.
And the McDonald's.
The legendary tailgate at Howard.
And you know how every HBCU got a McDonald's on campus? Howard won't have that one anymore because it's gone.
It's all good.
I guess Howard owns it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They'll readjust.
Yeah, they probably will. But yeah, the new research center is going to be where the Howard McDonald's is and our tailgate parking lot. RIP tailgate parking lot. And
Students
then,
on campus.
Yeah. And then next to that is going to be what I was telling you about, the live work grocery store apartments. And then Howard Hospital is going to be across the street from that. So lots and lots of development on Howard's campus.
All in the middle of the district.
Yes. Central announced. Okay, we have some
Ron.
friends that went to Central.
HBCU love, Ron.
HBCU love. There was something else somebody asked, but I forget now. What was? Let me see.
Was it a previous question that we got in the comments last week, or was it from today?
It was any new development. That was it. I think that was it, guys. So on this little issue that we had today, hopefully I'll get the piece of equipment that I need for that. And to keep us rolling like we are usually rolling, are we going to do this today?
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to help you with some designing your life actions right here. Right? And so today we're talking about emotions.
Oh, help me.
You know, emotions. Navigate them. We want you to be successful, and so Trace and I are all about it, right? And so there's actually a guy named Mark Brackett who's the director of Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence, and he created something called the RULER system. And RULER is an acronym that stands for recognize, understand, label, express, and regulate.
Say that again.
Recognize. So we're talking about your emotions, right? So the RULER is the acronym, and it stands for recognize, understand, label, express, and regulate.
Express is mine.
Yes.
And then regulate is the last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you got to use all of them, though.
Yeah, I like the last two.
but to have really strong emotional intelligence, you want to do all of these things.
I have emotional intelligence.
Yeah, so we want to improve your emotional intelligence. We
Okay.
want to improve your EQ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
what we're talking about
All
today.
right.
All right, and so the idea is that we want to give you some tips to be able to do to exercise the ruler. You get it?
Okay, I got it.
So there's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, so when your emotions are getting the better of you, they can trigger physical responses, right? Some people get flushed cheeks. Some people have a rapid heartbeat, right? They get tense shoulders, right?
What's mine?
What's yours?
I think my voice goes up.
Right. So at the end of the day, what you want to do is do some grounding exercises to get you back to an even keel.
Keith goes quiet.
All right. So this
He
is
just goes
so this
like
is
a turtle. You know, turtles. That's he.
So this is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
All right. So the first thing is you want to try is box breathing.
What's that?
All right. So this was made famous by the U.S. Navy SEALs. So
Oh,
what you do
Lord.
is you inhale for 4 seconds.
Okay.
You hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then you exhale for 4 seconds, and then you pause for 4 seconds, and then you repeat. Okay.
Yeah, I had to do that this morning.
Some people splash cool water in their face or suck on an ice cube, but try the box breathing. All right.
Okay.
The next thing you want to try is the full body scan. You know how to do that? People who are into meditation will tell you about the power of the full body scan.
Look
where
you up and down.
You tense. You tense and release your muscle groups one by one.
Oh.
Okay, this exercise can take up to 20 minutes.
Oh, I ain't doing that.
Okay. Why? So basically tense your body and release it. Okay?
Okay, like
Yeah, kind of like that.
even my toes.
Clench your hands for 5 to 10 seconds and then let go. And then imagine letting go of the emotion as well.
That works.
For you, squeeze your hands for 5 to 10 seconds, and then let go. And imagine letting go of the emotion as well.
Oh my gosh, that feels so good.
Okay, see? I'm looking out.
That
All right.
works.
Next thing you want to try is release writing. Okay, emotions are just an energy in your body. Just like any other kinds of energy, they need to get metabolized. So try a session of release writing. Okay, so take 5 minutes, stream of conscious writing that can take the edge off of whatever you're feeling. Don't judge yourself as you write. Simply note what you're feeling and why. Labeling emotions has an almost immediate effect on your ability to have a grip. So there you go.
Okay.
The next one is go out on the balcony.
That's a run to me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it can be whatever you want to do, but you want to go outside, right? So the idea is that when you have a situation that's caused some stress in your life, imagine it as a play or a movie unfolding below you as you watch from the balcony, right? So it's really talking about looking at your situation as like from a high level.
Oh, it's not.
Right.
It's not literal.
It's a metaphor for detaching
Oh,
yourself from the
gotcha.
situation. Okay.
I can see that. I can see
Yeah.
that.
And that'll give you a broader view to contextualize what it is that you're feeling.
I like that. I like that.
Okay. And something else like that's similar to that is that you can act like a scientist and
I don't get this one.
examine your emotions with the curiosity of a researcher.
I ain't doing all that.
But some people might like to do that.
Okay.
Their brains might be wired that way.
Okay.
It's like, let me get into the data. Let me understand what it is that I'm doing. Why am I feeling this way? Let me dissect it and research it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Apologize or not.
Yeah, I'm not. And don't ever apologize at work.
Yeah.
Don't ever use I'm sorry. I apologize. Don't ever use those words at work.
Over at work.
You can do it in your relationships, but don't do it at work.
When your emotions boil over at work, resulting perhaps in yelling or crying,
What? What?
Don't compound the awkwardness by retreating in shame. So that's kind of what you're saying. A more productive choice is to
Don't cry at work,
own
y'all.
up to what happened and then offer an apology if that feels appropriate.
No. Whenever you raise your voice at work, you lose your power. And when you cry at work, what is going on? When you cry at work, you lose your power.
Apologizing in the workplace for normal or understandable emotional reactions
No.
can be something of a minefield, particularly for women.
I knew that.
To that end, this scientist recommends that I'm sorry, replacing I'm sorry with thank you. For example, instead of I'm sorry for venting about that, try a simple thank you for listening.
Don't even say forgive me.
Thank you for listening.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for listening.
Oh, so in conclusion, remember to have grace. Remember to have grace for yourself, and just try some of these things and see if that helps you.
Hopefully they work.
A little emotional intelligence for y'all today.
Okay, reality. Where is the PayPal? The PayPal's in the top. PayPal. It's paypal.me/Heath and Tracy DBA, all capitalized. It's in the top. If you can't see it, you should be able to see it. It says paypal.me/Heath and Tracy, capital D, capital B, capital A.
Reality does. I can't see it. It don't show on your phone.
Yeah, it should. I'm looking at it on my phone. I can see it. Oh, I'm sorry. No biggie wiggy. Here, I'll type it here.
It's all good.
Let's see. How can I go? Can I copy this? No, I can't. Let's see.
Boom, 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 boom. So we hope y'all had a great weekend. We hope y'all have a great weekend. Anything else we want to touch on before we go today, y'all?
I wanted their opinion. I was thinking about a few other.
We're gonna do
other live shows.
Are we gonna do a yes or no? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it works.
The PayPal is in the comments right there.
Yes,
Reality
we stuck
Doll.
it in the comments.
In the comment section for you.
A few other live shows. The first one I was thinking about was Marriage Mondays for our Joyfully Married After crew.
Marriage Monday. Okay.
We're trying to figure out how to do our Joyfully Married After podcast live with Colin.
Wow.
Ooh,
that might be kind of crazy.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? And same thing with Tech Tuesdays with Heath.
Tech Tuesdays with Heath.
Tech Tuesdays.
Talking tech.
Talking tech.
Okay. I can see that.
And I'm working on our new website. That's why you can go to the old one. It's still there, but it's going to change a lot.
Website
so it's being updated currently. So we've got some things coming down the pike. We are coming out with merchandise. Let us know. We're coming out with Design Your Life. We're coming out with Joyfully Married After. We're coming out with a lot of things. So hang in there, and thank you for being a part of our tribe. You could have been anywhere else this morning, but we love it that you like starting your Saturdays with us.
We appreciate y'all.
This is your show. This is for you, and we want to bring you what you want. Okay? So please let us know in the comments. DM us. We're on Facebook, Heath and Tracy. We're on Instagram, Heath Tracy _ I believe it is.
No, just Heath Tracy.
Oh, it's just Heath Tracy. There's no and there. Just Heath Tracy on Instagram. And we're coming to TikTok.
Ooh.
I'm figuring it out.
Put me on your TikTok.
So we're coming to TikTok. Are we there yet? I think we're there. It's just nothing there. But it's coming. We love you. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And keep the questions coming, guys. Thank you so much for your support. We are actually using the funds to upgrade the show, and it's taking me a minute because it's a learning curve. That's why we're having these issues.
It's all good.
But yeah, I lost a piece of equipment, and the new one isn't here yet.
It's all good.
So that's why we're having these little hiccups.
Our audience is so patient, and they vibe with us, and so we vibe back with y'all.
It's our tribe.
Appreciate y'all.
It's our tribe. Girl, you know what? No. What we tell you about sorry?
Hey.
No sorries. No.
Real
No
talk, reality dog. We not techies either. We just in tech.
I'm a techie. I love this stuff.
That's so
we
funny.
love you. Enjoy your Saturday, guys. Thank you for joining us.